Let's begin our discussion about writing names and formulas for compounds. First, let's go back and talk about what chemical substances are. Those are, or pure substances. They're either elements or they're compounds. And if they're compounds, we can break them apart into two major classifications. They can be inorganic or they can be organic compounds. Organic compounds are the compounds of carbon. And will contain carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen for the most part. Inorganic compounds are compounds that do not contain carbon other than the polyatomic ions that have carbon in them, and maybe carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. Those will also fall under the inorganic category. But under inorganic chemistry, we can break that apart into two main classifications, either being covalent or ionic. And these two really describe the types of bonding. For covalent compounds, or covalent bonding, arises from the sharing of electrons. And here we're actually going to have molecular species. We're going to make molecules. Ionic compounds come from ionic bonding, and that's from the electrostatic attraction of opposite charges. We'll find covalent bonding when we have a nonmetal bonded with another nonmetal. Now, ionic bonding, we'll have a metal plus a nonmetal, or we'll have a polyatomic ion involved in the mix. Typically be a metal plus a negative charge polyatomic ion. So one of the key skills you'll need to have is being able to identify what's a metal and what's a nonmetal. And looking at the periodic table and those elements that are left of that stair step are metals. Along the stair step are semiconductors or metalloids. And to the right above that stair step, on the right hand side of the column, will be our nonmetals. So take a minute, grab a periodic table, and find the semiconductors, such as silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony, tellurium. And so the elements to the left of that are our metals, things like zinc, cadmium, mercury, titanium, niobium, tantalum, potassium, rubidium, cesium, all those elements to the left and below that stair step where the semiconductors are. Whereas the elements boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, bromine, noble gases, the halogens, those are our nonmetals. This course won't go into the details of how the bonding actually takes place, but you've got to know what type of bonding goes involved with the certain elements that you're looking at, because that will determine how we go about naming compounds, and that's the substance of this chapter, learning how to name compounds.